Yo, what you saying, YouTube? It's your boy King Cardo, and welcome back to a very interesting video. Usually I don't really touch topics like this, but I mean, like, bro, like, the world is literally coming to an end at this point. Like, I don't even know what this means. Somebody who is a little bit more tapped into politics should probably talk about what this means going forward, but I thought that this was interesting to see. You may or may not have heard, but apparently the US runs Venezuela now. United States of Venezuela, as far as I'm hearing, because they kidnapped the president or something like that.
Funny. Yes, but not funny, haha. Funny, weird.
Like, I don't know. I don't really know. No one told me that there is an evil nigga in charge of Venezuela, or if he's not evil, I don't, like, once again, I don't know. But the US stepped in and did what they felt like they had to do. So I figured, let's watch this video on how they did that, you know? Like, because apparently colonization is coming back. So we're going to watch the step-by-step breakdown of exactly what these niggas did, okay? So let's get into it.
Capture a high-value target when the whole world is watching. You create a masterclass in deception. The CIA set the stage with a single building as bait and filled the sky with 150 aircraft to create a deafening sonic shield from the helicopter.
They sent 150 aircrafts after this guy. He's a bad man, apparently. This guy did some dangerous things.
F-35s lit up the perimeter, turning night into day. By the time the dust settled, the helicopters had already touched down and Maduro was gone. We'll also look at how the US uses the F-35 jets and its Navy to launch a large-scale attack, all in the video ahead. In the dead of night that is 2 in the morning, the lights went out in Caracas. By 5 a.m., the president of Venezuela was gone. But how US played a deception games. While the whole world were focused on the aircraft carriers in the Caribbean, a shadow war was being fought on the ground. This wasn't an invasion. It was a surgical extraction.
This animation's kind of tough. Shout out to whoever did it.
We finally have the declassified timeline of how U.S. forces breached the heart of Caracas and extracted Nicolas Maduro. Let's start with step 1. The setup. This didn't happen overnight. For months, the U.S. had been tightening a naval quarantine around Venezuela.
Months. They've been watching this nigga, bro.
Carrier strike group and the U.S. Iwo Jima.
Nah, for real. Someone let me know down in the comments what exactly this guy did. Like, why was the U.S. after him? Because I'm not hearing. I've never heard anything about this until this guy got captured. So, like, I have no idea what's going on.
Ready group were parked off the coast. The pretext was clear. The U.S. designated the Venezuelan government a narco-terrorist state, specifically targeting the drugs lords. But while the Navy squeezed the coast, intelligence assets were tracking one man. They waited for a specific window, a moment where Maduro was
So they're trying to say, like, cartel was running the country or something, and that's why they had to step in?
And vulnerable. Step 2, the strike. It began at exactly 2 in the morning Venezuelan Standard Time. High above, several F-35 stealth fighters punch a hole through the enemy lines, destabilizing their anti-air defenses. Like these Russian S-300 missiles located all over the strategic high-value target. With the skies cleared, the path opens for Delta Force helicopters to fly straight towards the mission. Here comes the deception as the helicopters flew. The jets started firing with more strikes as it hit Fort Tuna, the main military base and command center, and La Carlota Air Base, destabilizing Venezuelan air support. Reports from the ground described widespread explosions and a sudden communications blackout.
Oh, damn.
The chaos wasn't the goal, it was the cover.
Well, that's terrible.
But how did the raid happen?
Like, yo, what about the pedestrians, fam? Imagine being here and you're just walking in the middle of the night, bro. You're just, yo, bring it back, bring it back.
Widespread
you're just walking,
and
boom,
communications
all lights just shut out, bro. You're just walking these streets, going to the corner store to get a beverage or something, you know. Maybe you just balled up a liquor 1-2. Maybe you're throwing a little bashment at the crib. You need some chips. You need a drink, whatever it may be, you know. Maybe it's a late night, you know. You got a nice date. Maybe you just need something. You know what I'm saying? Like. And then boom, the U.S. military starts storming the streets, blackout. Like these, like, yo, like, I don't live here and I don't live in the U.S., but, like, yo, thank God I don't have to deal with shit like this, man. Small blessings, because, like, this is actually crazy. This is actually nuts.
Cover.
It's not even your military. It's not even the military of your country. That's the thing. You have invaders. You have mans coming from next countries just invading your country, talking about we're gonna take it over. This shit's actually kind of ridiculous.
How did the raid happen?
It's just a little ridiculous.
We have to look at step 3. Under the cover of darkness and chaos, the Tier 1 operators went to work. But what is the exact unit tasked with the mission? It is the Delta Force, one of the most elite secretive special forces units in the U.S. military. Witnesses in Caracas reported low-flying aircraft skimming the rooftops, flying well below radar coverage. The team breached a secure compound believed to be a safe house within the massive Fort Tuna complex. Resistance from the Venezuelan Presidential Guard was swift but ultimately futile, as the helicopters lay cover fire. The operators moved with surgical speed, landing on multiple points. But how exactly the capture and extraction happened? For this, let's look at Step 4. Specialized helicopters hovered over the objective to insert the assault team. While dozens of attack helicopters laid down suppression fire, the Delta Special Forces descended and started the search for the high-value targets. How did they find him? Simple. The CIA had planted spy inside Nicolás Maduro close circle.
Yeah? Yo, this shit really happens, bro. Like, you see this in movies and TVs, but like, this shit really happens, bro. They planted people in his inner circle. Do you know how crazy that is? Like, that's actually insane.
Back in the U.S., Delta Force built an exact replica of his safe house, rehearsing the raid until they could do it blindfolded. While operators breached the room so fast, his security could not even react to the situation as the sound of flash grenades disoriented the security guard. Using blowtorch, they caught him before he could even lock all the doors. Maduro's shock and awe froze him as Delta Force breached the compound. Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, were physically secured. This wasn't a negotiation. They were detained and immediately moved to the extraction point. These aircraft are capable of performing urban extractions from buildings and refueling in midair. Within minutes, they were airborne, leaving Venezuelan airspace and heading to a secure floating staging base in the Caribbean. This Operation Southern Spear has changed the geopolitical...
Yo, I don't know what this guy did, but like, imagine just getting kidnapped like that. Is that not insane? Like, man, just come in and just take you, and then boom, you're gone. You don't even know where you're going. They probably all blindfolded you and shit. Like,
man, fuck this motherfucking place. Fuck all this shit, man.
It sucks to be him.
South America overnight.
Genuinely.
But wait, before after the extractions, there were reports of F-35 jets also leading the tip of the spear for the attack. We'll look how the United States used F-35 jets instead of F-16s for operations in Venezuela, because this is a well-organized and militarized Venezuela has positioned advanced Russian S-300 missile systems, Chinese radar networks, integrated Russian air defenses, and Shahed drones along its borders. This creates a highly lethal and challenging environment that older S-16s
they got some good air defense
to survive.
Like, I don't know nothing about militaries, but that seems like they got some solid air defense. So the U.S. knew what they were doing, man. This was a calculated mission.
On 150 aircrafts and a massive 8 U.S. destroyers were stationed there. It also has 3 amphibious aircraft carrier and surveillance plane to turn it into a massive command and control juggernaut capable of overcoming a modern military's air defenses. Signals a readiness to counter Venezuela's entire air defense network if necessary. But why Venezuela Air Force? Venezuela's entire air defense network if necessary. But why Venezuela Air Force failed to intercept? As of 2025, Venezuela's fighter jet fleet consists mainly of approximately 21 Sukhoi Su-30 multirole fighters delivered by Russia between 2006 and 2008, which now form the backbone of their combat air power. Additionally, they maintain about 5 operational S-16 Fighting Falcons from an older batch, including 3 single-seat S-16As and 2 two-seat S-16Vs. These S-16s are aging and suffer from limited maintenance and part support due to U.S. sanctions.
Shout out to this guy for having the knowledge of all this shit, bro. Like, because what you know that one of these is what? What did you just say?
16s are aging and suffer from limited maintenance and part
limited
support.
Maintenance. How do you know? How do you know the maintenance routine on these jets, fam? How do you know that? Who taught you this?
Sanctions, although they have been supplemented with Israeli upgrades. Venezuela acquired its F-16 jets from the United States through a foreign military sales agreement called Peace Delta in May 1982. During a period of good diplomatic and military relations. They were the first Latin American country to receive the S-16, with deliveries occurring between 1983 and 1985.
So they were cool at one point. There was a mutual
bond. The U.S.
bond.
does not use S-16s in current operations is because these jets lack the stealth capabilities necessary to evade the S-300 and other integrated defenses. The advanced S-300V or anti-2500 systems supported...
Yo, just watching this... it's crazy to think that Call of Duty is real, bro. Like these are things that you see in that game. And you're just playing a game, but it's like, bro, this is real with real bodies on the line. Like, there's real niggas flying these jets and shit, bro. Like, this is no response.
By dense
like,
Chinese and Russian radar can easily detect
life isn't real sometimes when you think about it. Like, it don't feel real.
Sending F-16s into such an environment would result in high attrition risks as they are vulnerable to radar detection and missile engagement. Not to forget the Russian Buk air defense system that can take out an F-16 with ease. These are cheap R-15 or 24 Buk systems are already active and mobile all over the country. Additionally, F-16s
they
are
got
less
the
effective
whole
in contested
perimeter
airspace
surrounded,
saturated with drones, especially the Iranian Shahed drones used by Venezuela for reconnaissance and kamikaze strikes. The F-35, however, offers crucial advantages. Its stealth design enables it to fly undetected or with much lower risk, making it effective against advanced surface-to-air missiles and networked radar systems. Its sensor fusion, electronic warfare, and data link capabilities allow it to simultaneously suppress and target mobile and fixed air defense positions, adapting rapidly to counter Russian and Chinese radar configurations. While the aircrafts took out the anti-air defenses Venezuelan military as a whole, this allowed the CIA and special forces to advance towards its target. The overwhelming presence of advanced Russian, Chinese, Iranian, and indigenous air defense and drone systems on the Venezuelan border means that the stealth fighter jets, or the first wave of attack, provide both the survivability and strike capability required for such operations. But how do they rotate clockwise? Well, the distance from Puerto Rico to Venezuela is about 1,300 kilometers. This is roughly 810 miles, which translates to around 1.5 hours of flight time for an F-35 flying at high subsonic speeds. These jets rotating clockwise as its combat radius is approximately 770 miles, meaning it can reach most of Venezuela from Puerto Rico with careful fuel management and limited loitering. To extend mission time and reach deeper inland, air-to-air refueling tankers deployed strategically in the Caribbean region support these operations.
They can fuel mid-air? That's where we're at now with
situations requiring strikes within minutes. U.S. amphibious assault ships.
Shout out to my soldiers that be fighting in these wars, bro. Because nah, bro. That's where we're at now. Who knows what these niggas... Bro, I heard that they have drones with guns, bro. Niggas are dying. They're losing their life to drones.
Me blood clot.
Like, this is the worst time to be a soldier. I'll be honest. Like, terrible time to be a soldier right now. But shout out to all my people who do it. Shout out to you guys.
Rapidly. From such ships positioned in the Caribbean, F-35Bs can reach Venezuelan targets within roughly 15 to 10 minutes, depending on speed and route. Targets typically include narco-traffickers' networks, air defense installations, command centers, and drone facilities, enabling flexible sea-based strike options against both Venezuelan military and criminal infrastructure. In essence, the F-35 deployment by the U.S. near Venezuela redefines military capabilities in the region. It combines stealth, advanced sensors, electronic warfare, and networked operations to overcome sophisticated air defenses and maintain persistent air superiority and rapid strikeability against a broad spectrum of targets in Venezuela. This reflects a strategy that goes beyond counter-narcotics to deter and, if necessary, decisively counter the Venezuelan military threat. We also made a deep dive into the sea, air...
Yo, I know the Venezuelan president is pissed, bro, because you had all these plays. You had all these defenses and shit in place to make sure that this exact thing doesn't happen. And look, they walked into your country and got your ass, bro. Tough. Yeah, but still, someone let me know why they even came for this guy. Like what's really going on in Venezuela? What's happening? How long is the U.S. gonna run it for? Why are they running it at all? But how long is that gonna happen? And then who takes over next? Like, I don't know. I kind of got a bunch of questions. If you guys have the answers, let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And why not watch another one? I mean, YouTube's got a video popping up right over here for you. They say this is the one that you're going to enjoy the most. And YouTube knows what you watch, not me. So if I was you, I'd check out that video. And I'll catch you guys right over there. Until then, don't know.
Sit back, kick back, smoke a little, talk a little. Sit back, kick back, smoke a little, talk a little. Sit back, kick back.